Welcome to the center of the world. Or at least my brother Eriker's world.
You know, maybe you need to get over that.
My dear brother Eriker? The man's as trustworthy as a Khajiit goldmonger.
Well, then you should turn him in to the Blue Palace and have them chop his goddamn head off. Because I've seen them do that. Nevox is back in Solitude, and she has a brand new mission. We have to go speak to Sybille Stentor. Captain Metellus has told us that Sybille Stentor, the Breton mage in the Blue Palace, has a problem. She approached Captain Metellus. Captain Metellus is sending Nevox to see what it is about and to handle it. Meanwhile, however, she has been going through her inventory. And after going through Sid Mine, she learned that she's missing about 4,000 gold pieces. It looks like some of the Forsworn had some sticky fingers when they were moving her inventory through the pipeline from Markarth into Sid Mine. She is very grateful, however, that she does have her ring of minor sneaking. This is a ring that Captain Metellus gave her. Now, if that had been missing, she wouldn't have even come back to here. She wouldn't have even come back home because she would still be out in the Reach killing Forsworn. Now, she still doesn't have a problem with killing Forsworn. She doesn't like them. She doesn't like the Silverbloods either. But that ring of minor sneaking is very personal to her. And that's a non-starter if that was missing. So, before she goes to the Blue Palace, how about we sell some of the stuff we did pick up over there in Markarth and try to recoup some of our money.
Welcome to Bits and Pieces. I'm sure you'll find what you need here.
I'm sure I will too.
Good morning.
What have you got for sale?
Take a look.
See, she's down to 501 gold. She had over 4,000. Sticky fingers. Sticky fingers among the Forsworn. All right. You can have this amethyst. She wants to hang on to that diamond. I'll sell you 3 of those, 2 of those. You can have the garnet. Let's see. Do you have any more paper? Nevox always has to write reports at the end of every action. She has already written the report for what happened in Markarth and turned that in. No, Sama doesn't have anything like that. All right. You can have these. Well, I tell you what. You can have 2 of those shivs. Nevox is going to keep 1 of them. She'll put that in her personal barrel that Captain Metellus lets her have in Castle Dower. What else have I got for you? Boots of the Old Gods again. That's all stuff. She's going to put that in her personal barrel. Foot wraps, yeah, you can have that. She doesn't want that. Gold ring, you can have that. Oh, she has to put her gold earrings on. She's running around without wearing that. Ring of the Minor Knight increases heavy armor skill by 12 points. No. She wouldn't use that. Silver amethyst ring. Some of this stuff she pulled off Thonar after she killed that bastard. Silver ring, you can have that. Sama's pretty low on money right now. What do you have, though? Do you have anything that we could possibly use? Nevox definitely has to start making some more potions. She's pretty low on that. You're not going to have anything armor-wise that we are going to want. And you're certainly not going to have anything necessarily weapon-wise that we would want. Buying Justiciar arrows is not that bad of an idea now. They do 18 damage. Whoops, they do 18 damage, as you can see. Not bad, because Nevox right now is sporting around these Akaviri steel arrows, which do 10 damage. The Justiciar arrows do a lot more. Now the Orcish arrows do 12. They're a little better. As we do know, however, Nevox certainly is always rather make her own weapons, and she can make her own arrows, but she can't make those. She can't make Justiciar arrows. If she increases her smithing enough, sure, she can make Orcish arrows and Dwarven. I don't know that she can make, what is that, an Exliel arrows? I don't know that she can make that. Rock warbler eggs. No, I don't think I need that from you, actually. Let's see, Wayland's Note. Okay, you can have Wayland's Note. Thonar's Journal. That's something she has to turn in to Captain Metalius. That was intelligence she picked up. Same with Nepos's Journal. She wants to get back to this museum pamphlet. There's a museum opening up in Dawnstar that intrigues her. Margaret's Journal. Nevox is going to keep that for herself. All this stuff, Modnock's Note, that's all stuff that she has to turn in to Captain Metalius. She turned in her report, but she hasn't turned in all the ancillary stuff. I guess that's kind of all you've got, huh? But at least we have a little more gold back. All right, well, thank you very much.
Come back to Bits and Pieces anytime.
Okay, sure thing. We are not completely low, but we could probably use some more potions. Probably, certainly some health potions. We're doing all right so far, it seems, on our poison. Let's check out Angeline's aromatics. Let's see what she's got for sale.
Feel free to look around. We have a fine selection of herbs here at Angela's Aromatics.
Come here.
I hope your parents are proud of you. They have a lot of reason to be.
Why, thank you. What have you got for sale?
Take a look.
Well, let's see if you have, no, you don't have any recipes that interest me. Okay, let's see. Blue Mountain flowers. She can always pick her own flowers. Death Bell, she can pick that. She's that a lot. Ectoplasm is kind of pricey. Fly Amanita, again, she can always find that. But the problem is, she does need, she really does need some health potions. Oh, all right. She kind of grits her teeth buying this because she can pick her own flowers. All right. I guess that's really kind of all you've got. This is not super great.
You take care of yourself now.
Well, I'm going to try. Let's see what we can do here. Restore health. All right, well, I don't want to use swamp fungal pod because that's for paralysis. And they're hard to come by unless she goes back up to Morthal. Blue Mountain Flower and Blisterwort restores 43 points of health.
Vivian, could you check out supplies of man?
Damage stamina.
It's the root that looks like an ugly little man.
No.
In that case,
And this stuff resists magic and fortify conjuration. As we know, she normally doesn't make stuff like that unless she's just really hurting for money because she doesn't use those skills. Hello.
Welcome to the center of the world. Or at least my brother Eriker's world.
You know, maybe you need to get
Have
over
you met
that.
my dear brother Erica? The man's as trustworthy as a Khajiit goldmonger.
Well, then you should turn him in to the Blue Palace and have them chop his goddamn head off. Because I've seen them do that. Except her brother Erica is in the Blue Palace. So nothing's going to happen to him more than likely. All right, let's head to the Blue Palace and talk to this Sybille Stentor. As we've seen in the past, Nevox is now allowed to bring her weapons into the Blue Palace. But she doesn't have to be overt about it. Tanto's fine. Okay, so Sybille Stentor. Excuse me, I'm here to see Sybille Stentor. She's in her chambers. Okay. Where's this lady sleep? There she is.
If I needed something from you, you would know it.
Well, Captain Metellia said you need something from us, and I do know it, so that's why I'm here. What's your problem anyway?
Nothing. I'm busy, and I don't like being bothered unless I'm expecting something from you. Oh, don't give me that look. Fine, I suppose I can find some menial task to set your mind on. We have something of a vampire problem.
Oh yeah, I would say we do.
I'm never telling you about it, and about as a precaution.
I'll see what I can do.
I don't expect you to be capable of even that.
Good Lord. Kill the leader of Pinemoon Cave. Were you there when High King Torrig died?
I was, to my shame. The whole court was in attendance. I've seen much in my time, but that was a gruesome day.
Why was he killed?
Because Ulfric needed a symbol. Someone he could defeat that represented the Empire. The White Gold Concordat, the banning of Talos worship. Torrig's father Islot had held Skyrim together for nearly 25 years. When he died, Torrig became that symbol.
So the war started when Islot died?
No, even after Islot died, the Moot voted to make Torrig High King of Skyrim. But Ulfric was at that Moot, continually talking about Skyrim's independence in terms just shy of treason. I don't think Ulfric knew how much Torrig respected him for that. If Ulfric had asked Torrig directly to stand up, to declare independence, Torrig might have done it.
So why didn't Torrig ever declare independence?
Because the Dominion is a sleeping beast that Skyrim cannot slay alone. Because many Nords are part of the Imperial Army even now. Because the food and resources we get from the Empire are important to our people. Because even if we can't openly worship him, Talos the God was once Tiber Septim the man, and this is his empire. And Torrig wasn't ready to let it fall apart.
How long have you been the court wizard? And as a side note, how long have you been a vampire?
I was a member of the court during the reign of Torrig's father. It was Torrig who appointed me to the position.
So you and High King Torrig were close?
Very. I helped raise him. Oh, I could not have been more proud to see Torrig on the throne. He made a fine king, a fine king.
What have you got for sale?
I had you figured for a mage. I think you'll appreciate this.
Oh darn, I was hoping she would have some ingredients and stuff. She has spell tomes, but that's just not stuff we use. Soul gems, again, we just don't use that. Scrolls. Nevox can read some scrolls, as we've learned, but not all the time. All right, well, that's kind of...
Vampires are clever hunters. More clever than you, definitely.
Well, I think they're probably pretty clever, but I know of one vampire who's not as clever as she thinks she is. Yeah, you get back to sleep since it's daytime. Oops, dead end. All right, let's go find Captain Metellus. He's not here. Perhaps he's inside Castle Dower.
If Ulfric gets his hand on that crown,
There he
it
is.
won't be a fairy tale. It'll be a problem.
Don't you Nords put any stock in your own traditions?
Captain, I
thought
talked to
the moon
Sybille
chose the
Stentor. Apparently
You're
there's a
backing
vampire in
Alicent,
Pinemoon
but the
Cave
moon
she wants me to
needs
go
building a
kill.
sensible thing.
All right,
Everyone's
Nevox, that's
agreed
fine.
it's moot.
Tell you what,
You're
while
long
you're still
enough to
in
know that
here
words
in
aren't always
Solitude,
sensible.
go to the
Follow
Temple of the
your hearts.
Divines. We've got
So what?
word that
Ulfric
people
gets this
are
crown and then
leaving
suddenly he's
notes,
High King?
and it may
No,
have
it's
something
not
to
as
do
simple
with a
as that.
Talos
But the
cult.
jagged crown would be
Ordinarily,
a potent
this is
symbol
not
for
something
his
we
cause to
bother
burn
with,
down.
but
if we found it
Solitude
first,
is
and
the
we gave it
imperial
to
seat of
Alicent.
power in
In
Skyrim.
the
I
absence
want
of
you to
the
look
moot,
into
it would
this.
further legitimize her claim.
Perhaps.
Okay,
I'm
but
entrusting you with
is
what
this
resources I can
something
spare.
that the
But I'm warning
Thalmor
you,
are interested
if this
in?
turns out to be a waste of time,
I
and
don't
men,
have any idea,
It
but
won't
even
be
if
a
they
waste.
are, that doesn't
Make sure you
preclude
take
the
the
fact
auxiliary
that
here. You can
we
send
are
her back
tasked
when you
with
get there
looking
and
into
find
this.
nothing but old bones and
And
cobwebs.
as always,
The stone
I
fist,
trust
no
your
fool.
judgment.
He's found the crown.
So whatever
We'll
you
get
feel
to it
that you
first.
need to do, I will back you up 100%. Even against the Thalmor? Nevox, you've been
Sir,
to
we
North
can't
Watch
just keep
Keep,
trading
and you
blows
asked
like a
me
reckless
that.
light.
Duly noted.
Yes,
Agent,
sir.
but
Good
unfounded.
point. All
I
right.
assure you, this war will be over in another 6 months.
This is usually how things go with the Empire. When the work starts coming, it starts coming fast and furious for poor Nevox.
Blessings of the Eight Divines upon you. How may I help?
I hear you have a Talos cult problem.
You look troubled. Have you come seeking guidance?
Well, no, ma'am, not really. Captain Metellus sent me, said there are people leaving Talos notes or something here. But what do the shrines do?
Those who worship at the shrines will sometimes receive boons from the gods themselves. The nature of the favors varies per deity. Please, feel free to worship at any or all of the shrines.
Well, I normally do, sometimes. But I have been here before, and I noticed one of the alcoves up front is empty.
Ah, yes. That once held the shrine to Talos. But the worship of Talos was banned by the White Gold Concordat some time ago.
What's the White Gold Concordant? And Nevox actually doesn't know what that is. Politics is not her forte.
It's the peace treaty that ended the war with the elves of the Aldmeri Dominion. The Dominion recognized the heresy of proclaiming Talos a god. Talos was a great man, and a great emperor, but that does not make him a god. No matter how much the Stormcloaks may wish it were so. The strong and honorable always carry the blessing of the Eight.
All right, thank you. Oh, here are all the shrines. Mara, Julianos, Akatosh.
Blessings to you.
Oh,
The divines are listening.
okay. Debella, Kinnereth. There's the empty shrine. Read anonymous note. This must be the where Talos was. If you seek to fill the void, then go to Widow's Watch, where we mourn the death of the divine. Started the immortal coil.
Remind us of our place when we forget.
Zenithar, Archay,
May
Stentor.
knowledge of your divinity carry us through our daily trials.
Let's go ahead and do Archay. That's life and death. Something Nevox is interested in for obvious reasons. All right. Let's check our map here. Immortal Coil. Kill the leader of Pinemoon Cave. Let's check our map. All right. Widow's Watch Ruins. That's east of Fort Hragstad. Well, we should be able to get there easily enough. Fort Hragstad is now occupied by Imperial troops, So that's safe for us to go there. And then down here is Pinemoon Cave. Okay, well, everything's kind of together, more or less. Let's take care of Pinemoon Cave first, and then we'll head north and see what is going on in Widow's Watch ruins.
Let us walk in the steps of the divines.
Okay, that sounds like fun. I suppose we will stop and talk to Captain Metellus and get him updated on what we found here. And then we will start heading to Pinemoon Cave. Nevox turned in the rest of her evidence that she gathered in Markarth. And things like the armor of the old gods and some other stuff, she put in her private barrel. All of that in Castle Dower. And she wanted to stop here before she heads to Pinemoon Cave. First of all, because it's raining. And next to the forge, it's warm. But she's been hauling around some steel ingots. And let's just go ahead and do some forgery, as it were. Or you can say it's smithing. Okay, what do we got? We can make a North Mail Harbor. That's pretty good. What else can we do? Not too many weapons. All right. Well, let's do that. Let's make that. Okay. Nice. Can you make anything else? Well, I tell you what she can do. She can upgrade that hauberk. Of course, she's going to sell that. She's not going to use that. Let's see what she looks like in it, though. That looks really good. That does look really good. But she's just not a heavy armor user. There is heavy armor that she wears that you will see later on in the arc, but not right now, and not this. Put your black robes on. And while you're at it, get your earrings on, you silly person. You forgot about that. What else can we make here? Oh, steel wakizashi. Well, we have that. I can make a Nord Mail heavy cough. And that seems like about it. Well, fur collar, loose fur collar. Great. Okay. That's actually not a bad idea. Hey, come here.
Seems there's no end to the needs of the Imperials.
What do you got for
The
sale?
finest weapons and armor.
All right, you can have this. No, you can't have my padded fur hood. You can have that, and you can have the hauberk, and I'll sell you the fur collar. All right. What have you got? Anything good for me? Not really, do you? Oh, geez, you don't even have any more steel ingots.
Return anytime you need arms or armor. My forge never rests.
He must be using all his steel ingots to make weapons for the Empire. All right, let's head to Pinemoon Cave. I wonder why they call it Pinemoon Cave. It can't have anything to do with Half Moon Mill, does it? Surely not. Come here, you. I want you. You're good for health potions. Surely not. They can't be related in any way. You got a problem with me? Apparently you do. You know what? She's dressed like Kai was in Markarth. You think that's her sister or something? No, surely not. Surly Brothers wine. She's going to give that to Captain Metalius. Shaman robe. She wouldn't wear that. I'll take the plentiful stamina and the minor stamina, and I'll take a gold. Stentor. Yeah, I just whacked that lady. You okay with that?
Stendar's mercy be upon you, for the vigil has none to spare. You speak to a vigilant of Stentor. Cavort with any Daedra, and we will hunt you down.
So you hunt Daedra?
And any other abominations that prey on mortals. Vampires, werewolves, witches. But the Daedra are the worst. Their callous disregard for our lives is abhorrent in the eyes of the God of Mercy.
I'm off to kill some vampires. Do you want to come with me? You don't look like you want to come with me. Who's Stentor?
He's the God of Mercy, the patron of order and justice for all of Tamriel. We bring his compassion where none can be found, by cleansing all those who would offend his children. The vigil will be watching you.
Nevox doesn't have a problem with
Stendar's mercy be upon
compassion,
you, for the vigil has none to spare.
But mercy? That's really not in her skill book. She doesn't practice a lot of mercy, at least not when it comes to the people she's going up against. So here we are, when we were attacked by this crazy woman here. We are at this crossroads, and Pinemoon Cave is to the west of us. I don't know if we can find a way there as the crow flies or as the raven flies. It doesn't really look like it, does it? We may have to try to find a way around over this way, I suppose. She is curious about that, though. That lady was dressed like Kai. That's Maik. He hasn't moved. He's still hanging around the same place last time. She was dressed the same. It could be her sister. She may have heard about Kai being killed and decided to seek out the person who did the deed, which would be Nevox. But there's just no way of telling. All right. This looks like a Pinemoon place. All right. Clear Pine Pond. Is there somebody dead leaning up against that log over there? Either dead or asleep, and I don't think they're asleep. But this isn't Pinemoon Cave either, is it? No, we still got a little ways to go. But she is very intrigued by this dead person lying over here. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Spriggan. And she doesn't want to mess with Spriggans unless she has to, and it's not looking like she has to. So she doesn't really care. That looked like a dead necromancer anyway. So she's okay with the better part of valor in this case. She's pretty sure she can kill a Spriggan, although sometimes they like to come out in numbers. But she has other things that she has to concentrate on right now, like finding this Pinemoon Cave. Harvest flowers. Pinemoon Cave. Oh, looks like a little campfire. Maybe Boy Scouts or Girl Scouts come out here to camp and cook and have a cook. That'd be nice. Probably doing it outside a nasty Vampire cavern, isn't that smart? But who am I? Who am I to judge? After searching among these rocks for a bit, she finally finds the entrance to the cave. It's fairly well hidden, which kind of makes sense, especially if you're dealing with vampires. Let's start off with our bow. Now, before we get any farther, do we have a cure disease potion in case we get bitten by a vampire? Potion of... Are you kidding me? Uh-oh. I'm not seeing one. Oh, cure disease. Woo! If we did get bitten, we would have to make it back to Solitude in time. I mean, we would have what? 2 days, I think? Something like that. However long. Nevox isn't really sure. Is that a vampire wolf? Vampiric wolf? Nice. Oh, shit. Apparently these wolves were left to guard. Don't mind picking mushrooms. I don't know that I want to take the time to skin these 2 wolves, even though I would like to do that. With vampires running around inside this cave, supposedly. Although we have yet to see a vampire. We've only seen 2 wolves. Maybe that's all it was. Maybe it was only 2 wolves. Oh, I hope so. Yeah, I don't. She doesn't believe that for a second. Not for a second. Yeah, it's somewhat rather dark in here, which makes sense for a vampire cave. Looks like we're going to go that direction, doesn't it? A lot of fly amanita here. Pick up some dragon tongue somewhere. We can make some pretty good 2-handed potions. All right. Well, we better get to work here. She's pretty confident there are vampires in here. We need to find them and kill them. I bet that lady's a vampire. I don't know. We can sneak up on her. But she's not really turned around, is she? She's going to be hard to sneak up on when she's facing that way. Oh, she's moving, though. Yeah, turn your back. All right, that's what I wanted. Very nice. Search the vampire. Vampire robes. In case you haven't noticed, Nevox does like black clothes. All right, what's down here? I don't see. Is that somebody sitting behind that desk or whatever there? I can't tell. Oh, there's movement. All right, that person. Yeah, he looks like he's standing around some kind of altar or something. He may be the head vampire. Is there anybody down here? Looks like they have a victim lying on that table. Oh, that lady right there. I can't sneak around that way to come at her from that direction. If I could get around there some way and come at her from that side. Maybe a little easier said than done. Oh, she turned. Ah, shit, I'm stuck. There we go. Don't turn around, lady. Vampire lady. There's one right there. Oh, fuck. Oh. Are you just trying to get yourself killed, Nevox? Did not see her. She looks pretty tough, though. Oh, come on, lady. You were in a perfect spot. Vampires are always eating on skulls and fingers and stuff like that. Okay. Are you fucking kidding me?
Huh?
Oh, shit. Oh, she's not going down easily. Oh, let's go, let's go. She doesn't go down easy. Okay. All right, we backed out. Oh, it's already dark. Perfect time to be fighting vampires in the middle of the night. Real smart there, Nevox. All right, we didn't get infected, did we? I don't think so. Oh. Crap. Yeah, I messed that up. All right. Let's eat. And we are going to spend the night out here. Grilled chicken breast, milk, butter, bread. We do have some vegetable soup we've been carrying around for a long time. We're going to spend the night out here. She's not even going to make a fire. Going to spend the night out here and watch that damn entrance in case somebody decides to come out. All right. Wait till morning. Well, those vampires are going to be alerted now. They're going to find their dead vampire friends. They're going to be wondering, who came in here and killed our vampire friends? Was it that little slip of a Dunmer who just happened to get away? Dead citizen. Human heart. Nevox doesn't ordinarily take human hearts, but she does know you can use them to make a poison. Garnet, necklace, vampire dust. Was this person? Yeah, that was the person. Okay. Interesting. Very interesting. Was that the person that she killed? That has to be the person she killed. And the vampires dragged her out and left her there? Why would they have moved her body? Yeah, she's not down there now. They're together. They're together now. They're on guard. Well, this is going to present something of a predicament. She does have her trick gauntlet that can shoot fire for about 5 or 6 seconds. And she does have Ancestor's Wrath, where her whole body turns to flame for 60 seconds, which is all pretty good dealing with these freaks down there. They're not splitting up. Oh, she's moving. Where's he going? Maybe she can have another go at trying to get to her, to cut her throat, stab her in the back. She's moved back to her original position. Stuck again. There we go. All right, I'm gonna have another try at you. Turn around. She's definitely alerted. He is too. Hit that autosave button. Just stay right there. Just stay right there. Can't tell if he saw or not, or if he thinks something is wrong. Doesn't seem so. Vampire dust. Whoa, she's got a lot of steel arrows. Elven greatsword. Rough lover. Destruction spells. Nevox doesn't use destruction spells. Hey, that worked out in our favor. We've already cut their forces down by 50%. A little less worried now than I was before, although I'm still very worried. Search this Nord. Lockpick and some gold. Are they draining his blood into that bucket? Looks that way. All right, you're going to be a different proposition altogether. I just don't think I can sneak up on you. He's probably a very strong vampire. And he's wearing heavy armor. He's wearing the Nord mail hauberk that we made earlier. I mean, not the same one, but not the one we made, but you know what I mean. Yeah, he moves around a lot. He doesn't stay in one spot. Tell you what. We're gonna get here, and we're gonna attack him with the bow. And then we'll be in enclosed space, and we can fight him with fire, and hopefully other things as well from there. Oh shit. That trick gauntlet really helped a lot. We didn't get infected, did we? Oh, we did. Sanguinaire vampirus. Well, let's drink our cure disease potion. Phew. Phew. This must be their altar where they do vampire stuff. Gold and potion of healing. All right. Let's see what's in through here. Better be careful. Oh, this is where they sleep. Incident at Necrom. Illusion increased to 21. Nevox doesn't know too much about illusion, but she can sell that book. She usually keeps skill books and studies them for skills that she does use. There is no way we're sleeping on that bed. Necklace of Recuperation. Stamina regenerates 20% faster. Iron War Axe of Dismay. Creatures and people up to level 5 flee for 30 seconds. She can sell it. And one little gold tablet. All right, here's what she's going to do. She's going to go through here and pick the rest of these mushrooms, and she's going to skin those 2 wolves, and she will meet you outside of Pinemoon Cave. Nevox feels like she got away with one there. She was very lucky that those vampires decided to split up. It would have been a much, much tougher fight fighting them together than it was one-on-one. But she cleared out this dangerous coven of vampires here in Pinemoon Cave, and she's pretty happy with how things came out. That is to say, she survived. So there was a positive outcome to this mission. Thank you for watching, everybody. Make sure you tune in next time when Nevox goes to Widow's Watch Ruins and finds out more about this Talos cult. Goodbye.